An unknown woman kept visiting my workplace, insisting she needed to warn me. Every visit, she looked more desperate, like time was running out. And the worst part? She knew things about my life I had never told anyone. By the time I realized what she was warning me about, it was already too late. Before I begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story like this. My name is Evelyn Ward, and 3 months ago, my life was completely normal. I worked as a front desk assistant at a mid-sized marketing firm. My routine was simple, predictable, and honestly, a little boring, until the morning the woman first walked in. She was in her mid-30s, dressed plainly, with tired eyes that darted around like she was being followed. She approached my desk, leaned in, and whispered, "I need to speak with you, privately." I frowned. "I'm sorry, ma'am, this is a workplace. If you need an appointment..." She shook her head quickly. "No appointment. This is about you. Just please be careful." Before I could ask what she meant, she turned and rushed out of the building, almost tripping over the rug near the door. I remember thinking it was strange, but not alarming. Our office got its fair share of unusual walk-ins. But then she came again, and again, and again. Always the same message. Be careful. You're being watched. At first, I laughed it off, thinking she was just confused or dealing with something personal. But the fourth time she came in, she said something that froze my blood. She looked at me with trembling hands and whispered, "He's almost ready. You need to check your accounts." "How do you even know my name?" I asked. She swallowed, looked over her shoulder, and said, "Because I know what he's doing to you." And then she ran out again. That night, her words kept replaying in my mind. I checked my messages, my bank accounts, even my work email. Nothing seemed strange. Everything looked normal. So I tried forgetting about it. But life had other plans. A week later, my manager called me into his office. His expression was serious, almost disappointed. "Evelyn, we received an anonymous report accusing you of leaking client information. We're reviewing your account activity." My heart dropped. I would never... What? Who said that? He sighed. "We don't know, but the claims were detailed." Detailed? About something I didn't even do? When I returned to my desk, panic rising in my chest, something clicked in my mind. The woman's words, "Check your accounts." Suddenly, this wasn't harmless anymore. After work, I went home and opened my laptop, like my life depended on it. I went through everything, my email, my cloud storage, my login history, and that's when I saw it. An unfamiliar device had logged into my personal email 3 weeks ago. I stared at the screen, numb. It didn't make sense. I lived alone, used strong passwords, and had no enemies. At least, none that I knew of. I changed everything. Passwords, recovery numbers, security questions. But the next morning when I reached work, the woman was waiting outside. This time, she looked pale, almost frightened of me. "Did you find anything?" I swallowed hard. Yes, someone broke into my accounts, but who? She interrupted. "It's him. He's doing the same thing to you that he did to me." I shook my head. "Who is he?" She hesitated, then spoke slowly. "He's my ex-partner. He's obsessive, controlling. And when I left, he made it his mission to ruin my life from the shadows, online, at work, with friends. Quiet things. Things that look like accidents. When he got tired of destroying my life, he started looking for new people. You work where he used to work. You're the same age I was when he started. He picks people who seem easy to isolate. I felt sick. Why me? I don't even know him. She whispered, "You don't have to. He only needs access, a password, a pattern you repeat. He watches. That's how he starts." A cold wave washed over me. This wasn't a stranger's delusion. She was describing exactly what was happening. I asked her what I should do. She looked devastated. I tried going to the authorities. He always covered his tracks. But there's one thing he can't hide: his need to win. Then she told me something that shifted everything. If you want to stop him, you have to make him think you're an easy target, then pull the ground out from under him. Revenge. It wasn't something I'd ever imagined doing, but this wasn't about anger. This was about survival. With her help, I started gathering subtle proof. Not enough to cause trouble, but enough to make him think I hadn't noticed. I left hints, little breadcrumbs that someone careless might leave behind, and he took every one of them. He hacked an old cloud folder. He tried logging into my office tools. He even attempted to send a fake email from my address. Every attempt recorded, every location ping traced, every move documented. When we had enough, the woman helped me compile everything into a clean, organized case file, one that was impossible to ignore. We straight to the company's cybersecurity team and presented everything. It took only 2 days for the digital investigation to uncover the truth. He was using a disguised server just 2 blocks from my workplace. He had created fake reports about me. He had been watching my online activity for months. And he was caught. Not because he slipped, but because he never expected his easy target to fight back. As for the woman who warned me, her name was Marin. The day the investigation concluded, she stood outside the building, finally looking relieved. "You did it," I told her. She smiled weakly. "No, we did it. I just wish I had someone to help me when it happened to me." I squeezed her hand. "You do now." And that was the beginning of my own quiet revenge, turning every attempt to break me into a trap he set for himself. Because sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't loud. It's simply refusing to fall and making sure the person who tried to end your peace never gets the chance again.